Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Sacramento taking on the LA Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
On the jump.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tui Pelotu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Willis to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Willis. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Minshew's throw here into the hands of Moore.
doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd down and 1. Now Minshew. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Willis now off play action. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it's going to be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They spent the week of practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 26-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Minshew sets to throw. Got a man. That's a Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Sacramento taking on the L.A. Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Willis going to throw it right away. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Nighthawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Sly able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now it's Martin. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Second Pirates.
Willis looks to pass it here. Stiff-armed him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
77.
The 2nd down throw by Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this start at the 25.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They started on the ground with Ekeler. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been off to the races already, a 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
81 yards.
And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Nighthawks 24. Chargers nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and 19.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've under it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized holer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Minshew. Pressure comes and down he goes. Daron Payne. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. It's fielded at the 45. There he goes, right side. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
There he goes, left side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Nighthawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Ready!
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Go!
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, go!
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks are pouring it on. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Chargers, nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once more, here's Eckler.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, it's Minshew. He'll buy some time right.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Come on.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Nighthawks have got it on cruise control. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Second down and a yard.
30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
It'll be Minshew again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
19, Tiger.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
And Minshew will throw for it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Willis. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Nighthawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Chargers 8. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chargers 8.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now Minshew. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at the 43. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. Option play. Here's Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. Down the right sideline. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in the touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Nighthawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
It got his man complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 71 yards.
And the Nighthawks extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos.
To throw, here's Willis.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw it. Minshew.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Complete, it's Dotson. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Nighthawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only did they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
from 13 yards out.
And the Nighthawks have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Hey, check that. Check that. Ready, ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, Minshew. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
More from L.A. in a moment.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check it.
Now Willis.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the